Right. Hi there. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me. My name is Holly. I'm here with Bear Performance Nutrition today, a company where we work to bridge the gap between health and performance through a variety of different supplemental products and nutritional products, which we feel are best tailored to the customers in which we serve.
Nice.
I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me today. I know you have a lot going on, so it's great to be here.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm happy to meet with you.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to start out by saying that this is huge for Bear Performance Nutrition to be here with UNFI today. We truly admire your goals of providing better food for a better future. And it's always great to see. We believe that your goals have quite a bit of an overlap with the products that we supply here today. So it's definitely something we're looking forward to showing you our product today.
Great.
All right, so a little bit about what I got for you today. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm sure you'll have some for me. And then I'm just going to jump right into a presentation on our Field Way Nutrition Bar and see if it's something that is suitable for you and your needs at UNFI.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good for you today? All right, so just getting started, in addition to yourself, is there anyone else who's going to be involved in the buying process today, or are you the final decision maker?
Yeah, I would be able to do that as a category manager. I'm in charge of all the snacks, including protein bars like this. So I'd be able to make that choice.
Okay, thank you. And then would you say you're satisfied with your current suppliers of health and nutritional bars?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we've worked, we have some private label brands, but then we manufacture, and then we also obviously work with some well-known national brands. So we've been pretty successful.
Okay, sounds good. And then when you're looking to add new nutritional bars to your shelves, what is typically your decision-making criteria?
Yeah, for me personally, I really am looking for some branding and marketing support, and that could be like more at the retail level or more on a national scale, as well as just having a wide variety and selection overall within that category. So it just has to be a good fit with the other product lines that we have.
All right. And then how does UNFI plan to live up to current health trends?
Yeah, we're actually really big. We try to follow a lot of trends. We actually go to a lot of conferences and get feedback from our retailers. So we actually are really focused, of course, on more natural, organic, locally grown and sourced products is big for us as well. We really just take a lot of those trends and we make sure to apply it and have those items.
Okay. And then how difficult would you say it is for you at UNFI to stay ahead of your competitors?
I mean, it's important. I mean, we do have some unique advantages based on the size and how long we've been in business. But I'd say right now we have been the leader amongst our competitors with natural, organic, and more locally sourced. So we have like a lot of produce and other items that come from local farms. So we're really trying to separate ourselves from the competitors in those types of areas.
Would you say that you ever struggle kind of with differentiating yourself? In that sense at all? Or would you say typically you do stay on top?
Yeah, I feel like we've done a pretty good job, but part of that is meeting with a variety of vendors and seeing what other new product lines are out there.
Okay. And then how important is transparency with your goals and your needs at UNFI?
What do you mean by transparency?
Just kind of like the product that you're putting out, making sure that you have the correct ingredients, you're not hiding anything from your market. Is that something that's a concern to you?
Yeah, I mean, we do try to work not only our private labels and brands that we manufacture, but also from all the other companies we're working with. We want to make sure it's clearly marked. We're obviously trying to follow all the FDA regulations and standards, of course. So the packaging should be pretty transparent, as well as where the companies source their foods. That should be available for our customers to find.
Okay. And then in any ways, do you believe that you lack transparency with any of the products that you supply?
I mean, I'd have to look like company to company, but I feel like overall we do a pretty good job with that.
Okay. And how does UNFI view additive ingredients and just from kind of current suppliers in nutritional bars?
Well, we have to have something that meets the needs of all the different customers, and that could be like from our convenience store locations where people buy, grocery chains. Some like a Whole Foods or something is naturally going to have more organic and natural food. So we want to make sure that we have a wide range that fit not only the price range and the type of products, but also for the trends and the customer types served in that market, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So if you have those concerns of additive ingredients from potential suppliers, staying away from something that if it were to come up something that wasn't as natural. Do you think a company with simple ingredients would help to differentiate you in such a competitive market?
Yeah, I think there are already some really good products out there, but I do think having enough of those options for that increasing and growing customer type, I think that's important.
All right. So based on kind of what I've gathered here today, correct me if I'm wrong, you're looking for a product or wanting to continue with products that meet the current needs and within the health trend, health trends within the industry. You're looking for food that is natural, non-GMO, and just making sure that you have enough options to per se differentiate you and just continuing to put you ahead of your competitors.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Well, if I told you that I have a product here with me today that meets current health trends, would you be interested in hearing a little bit more about what we have to offer?
Sure, why not?
All right, so I have this presentation here with me today. So here we are, Bare Performance Nutrition. And at our company, our mission is to encourage our customers and retailers to go one more with each and every step of their day. So by doing so, this is, for example, encouraging customers to go one more mile at the gym, to stay at work an extra hour just to meet the needs and the demands of the work that they kind of face. And by doing so, we think that this kind of builds our brand image in order to meet the trends of this competitive market. And a little bit about our credentials. We are Informed Sport tested, meaning that all of our products are third-party tested. Are you aware with Informed Sport testing at all?
I haven't heard of that one before, but I think it is helpful to have like a third party kind of test to make sure your products meet the standards.
So just a little bit about Informed Sport. Basically, all of our products get sent to a lab, goes through rigorous processing and stages to ensure that we can provide the most simplified product in the market, staying away from kind of those toxic chemicals that occasionally you'll see from supplier to supplier. And then our products do live up to the Bare standard, which was created by our founder, Nick Bare, basically saying that all of our products have quality without compromise. It's a guarantee. And with that being said, Nick Bare, our founder, is a veteran. So our company is veteran owned, and we also partner with Red, White, and Blue. So with that being said, we truly like to create kind of a sense of community and give back to the community that we serve here at UNFI. And by doing so, we kind of believe that this creates a sense of belonging with our customers and building those lifetime, long-term customer relationships. So a little bit about Bare Performance Nutrition. We are a bit of a newer company. We started up in 2012, just outside of Austin, Texas. For the main lifespan of our kind of company, we have been strictly, or I would say we have been kind of limited to selling through e-commerce. But recently we have had retail expansion into small cities outside Austin, Texas, or small retailers, sorry. And then we have just recently reached into Shields as well. So that's been huge for us. It has allowed us to actually be ranked number 40 in the fastest growing private companies through Incorporated magazine. So that's something that we take a lot of pride in here at Bare Performance Nutrition.
That's great. So your main focus is really on athletes for the most part, would you say? Or
we would say athletes, yes, but we do also take into account just convenience. Again, we want to create that sense of community, and we want this to be known through the retailers in which we put on their shelves, which it's been doing fairly well with Shields as well. So that's kind of, we like to see it flourish in that sense. So a little bit about our Field Whey protein bar itself. It is high protein, again, for those athletes and just our whole customer line, not necessarily tailored just to athletes, but we do provide 2 flavors, that being chocolate peanut butter blondie and banana walnut bread. Again, at first glance, a lot of people may think, oh, that's not a huge sense of variety, which I know you had touched on that. That's something that you do have on your shelves. But with that being said, I know you only probably have so much space for the products that you're taking in. Are your shelves do you have limited spacing?
We actually do have to usually discard and remove some products that aren't selling well in order to incorporate in new products. So that's kind of our process.
Okay. So again, in that sense, sometimes less is more.
Right.
And with that being said, we also see it as a way to expand and have plenty of room for growth once our products continue to sell in a retail location or retail locations.
Great.
Again, our product is just convenient, and then adding on to that third-party tested, we will have the most simplified protein bars, providing nutritional value for retailers in the sense of getting those distributed. It'll help differentiate from kind of other brands just because the ingredients are so straightforward. So a little bit more about our ingredients. I just pulled some from our chocolate peanut butter blondie. That list right there is the entirety of our ingredient list. So peanut butter, honey, you have chocolate chips, shredded coconut, all of which I'm sure you've heard of. It's
pretty simple and easy to follow. Yeah.
Right.
What is the taste like? I mean, is it, because I know it says naturally sweetened, does it taste pretty good?
Honestly, it doesn't have the sense of kind of some of those other, it doesn't taste more like a dessert. It has that kind of taste, but you can tell that it has a different recipe from some of the other suppliers, such as one brand. They might be a little bit sweeter. This you can kind of tell is more got that natural feel to it. It is non-GMO. It's not completely natural. So I wouldn't say it's a huge difference, but probably little tweaks here and there you'd be able to pick up. So again, that being naturally sweetened with honey and dates, and then ingredients that you and I both heard of. None of those tongue twister IMOs that you so commonly see on the label with a lot of the products that you can find at the local retailers nowadays.
Okay. And do you have some things on the pricing as well?
We do. But do you kind of see how the simple ingredients would fit into kind of your needs of looking for something that is, you know, completely natural and living up to your goals of providing better food for that better future of your retailers and customers?
Yeah, I do. I think it fits in well.
Okay. So jumping into pricing, we are priced at about, our product is priced at about $29.99 per box, which comes off as a little bit expensive of an investment for 12 bars. But we truly will stand by. We think that this accounts for our quality without compromise. It's been proven to be successful because customers know that they aren't only investing into the product itself, they're investing into their own personal health and their benefit out of it. So a little bit about our profit margins. It is at about 20 to 25%. So just showing how this will benefit you. Again, we've got 20%, $29.99 our price, $35.99 your price. And we are also willing to kind of split those up rather than the 12 bars per box, do that individually. So bar would be $2.49 and then 20% profit margin about $2.99. So just showing there's a little bit of variability there. All right, so I just want to thank you for your time here today. I know I kind of threw a lot at you.
Yeah, it's good information.
Well, good. Well, after our conversation, would you say there's any reason you couldn't see partnering with Bare Performance Nutrition today?
I mean, I guess the biggest thing for me is just, is it actually going to sell? Is it different enough that customers are going to want to try it? Because, you know, when it's a new brand, it's always hard to get a first try, basically. Right.
I totally understand what you're saying. So basically, you're just thinking due to the fact that our company is, you know, so new, only starting up in 2012, that it just might not sell on your retailer shelves.
Right.
I totally understand where you're coming from. It's always a tough kind of take, especially when starting new business. But throwing some kind of statistics, just backing up that this is a product that is selling. Back in one of our recent years when we had just started peeking into new retail expansion, in 2017, we were revenued at about $1.7 million. And then even through the global pandemic, and that was mainly e-commerce because many people weren't going to the stores, we were at 22 million. So just showing that even during a pandemic, our product was selling. And since we've reached into Shields and we're starting to get our name out there the last 2 years, we've been revenued at 403%. So it's a product. People are, you know, name is spreading. We're getting our name into the market. So it's definitely something that has been showing to sell.
Good. No, that really helps me. Yeah, so I might just have to take a little bit of look on what products I'm going to have to look at removing. But usually these come in cases, and you said there's how many in a box?
There's 12 units in a box.
And then we could get a case or two. Obviously, we'd get quite a few cases, but I'm guessing each store is only going to start with like one case of each. So
one case of each.
project my estimate based on the stores that each of our warehouses is distributing to.
So you'd prefer to just kind of analyze the situation first, and then maybe, let's say we could meet next week.
Yeah, then I'll
maybe
have
we'll
actual numbers and
get a number from you.
yeah, if that works, or even a phone call, whatever works.
Well, sounds good. I mean, if we could set up a meeting next week, maybe same time, 3 o'clock on Wednesday, does that sound okay for you?
Sounds good.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I know you have my contact information, so we'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Yeah, have a great day.